It's coming. Football's coming home. It's
coming
home. It's coming. It really works via Zoom, this, doesn't it?
I know.
Great. Anyway, hello, we're back.
I'm not looking forward to us being sat in the same room and socialising and hugging and stuff again. Can you imagine how crap that's going to be compared to the amazing Zoom videos we made?
Yeah, I'm gonna really miss these. It's been a joy of a year and a quarter. Bloody hell. Anyway, right, we're back. It's more wrestling news. Let's take a look at the headlines once again. We have the real reason Xavier Woods and Kevin Owens have been off TV. Triple H has addressed the recent WWE releases. And a bit of an update on Zelina Vega's WWE status. Stay tuned. So, a few absences have been addressed in the Wrestling Observer newsletter. We're talking about Xavier Woods and Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens especially interesting because he took to Twitter after the match with Zayn at the last pay-per-view, and he was like, I'm going to basically be taking a little bit of time off.
Yeah.
And then he was back last night, wasn't he? And it looked like, he was going to be away for a while. That's not the case. What's going on, Sam?
So, as you were saying, they've both kind of just been mysteriously absent, which, it always kind of, what's happening? Because they're big celebrities and everything, and we all like to know what's going on 24/7 with wrestlers. But the situation was apparently that Owens tweeted he was going to take time off. The Meltzer was told that he was going to be taking time off, but it was apparently only just going to be a 2-week vacation, and it was never meant to be a long-term thing. And it was same for Woods. Woods apparently just wanted a week off, and he's planned to be back for next Monday.
There you go. They just fancied a little bit of time off.
And everybody's been sat going like, have they fallen? Has something happened with the company?
Yeah, right.
Are they like, and it's like, no, just want a holiday, lads.
Bloody Owens hamming it up there. Taking 2 weeks off. Why the tweet? Well, it's good to hear that everything's all right and they just fancied a couple of
I guess if he was to just not tweet or appear on TV for 2 weeks, everybody'd be like, what?
But everybody would be like, bloody Vince. What's he like? Creative got no plans for him yet again.
No,
it's good to hear that they're happy and healthy and everything.
Yeah.
Next up, Triple H addressing the recent WWE releases. Obviously, I saw a graphic shared to Squared Circle with all of the ones from like just this year. You could literally build a wrestling promotion with the people that WWE have released this year.
I've got a hell of an idea.
No, never again.
We've already learned how not to do it.
So he's been talking to the New York Post about Samoa Joe, and the subject of releases came up. And he said, coming out of COVID and a pandemic and everything else, all companies are having to make difficult decisions, and we were no different. It's part of what we do, and it happens on a regular basis. All companies have to do it. It's not the most pleasant part of what you do, but it is what it is.
The worst line, the worst line was that he just kind of went, it's just business. Like,
it's just business.
Just business. And he's correct, he is correct, but it's just, when somebody just goes, it's just business. And it's just like...
Just another spoke on the wheel, eh?
Yeah.
He's not wrong. Like, it is part of what they have to do, but the criticism has been more so that they were hoarding talent for so long, and the strategy has obviously changed, whether that's to do with an impending sale or not. Who knows? But it was just like it was so much sort of time wasted. Not to mention that he's saying, he's sort of playing that off as if, times are tight right now, and they're recording record profits. I'm not quite sure. Yeah. It's obviously it's a change in direction as far as strategy goes. And hey, it's part of business and everything. But I can certainly understand all of the criticism that has been directed at WWE. One of those released superstars, Lana, appearing on Talk is Jericho. Very, very interesting episode. Well worth checking out. If you want the headlines, the highlights of that, they're all on cultaholic.com right now. She was talking about a certain spot being nixed from the Survivor Series match due to one Roman Reigns. Ooh, what's happened?
So, you remember when Lana and Nia had the whole let's put Lana through a table shtick?
Loved it.
They did it 9 times, and the 10th was to happen at Survivor Series. However, earlier on in the day, Roman finds out Roman wants to use a table later on, and so he kind of applied pressure to Nia about the situation. Now, Lana actually said, well, here's the direct quote. We were supposed to do the whole table spot on the show, and then Roman did not want because he had a table spot with Drew McIntyre. So there was some major pushback. The Samoans, Nia and Roman, you know, the whole thing. Like, oh my God, I'm caught in the middle of this drama. This is the one, like the transcripts of this are, it's just mile a minute.
Samoans.
And so we had a huge spot. Like, I was supposed to be laid out in the very beginning. I was supposed to get in the ring and Nia snatched me because the whole point was everyone on the team were heels and I was the only babyface and they were all going to be against me and she was going to lay me out. But of course, it couldn't happen. Roman using it later on. I mean, this isn't out the ordinary for anybody who's kind of like, well, how could it? There tends to be a board backstage with what are you using later? And the road agents will be like, well, I need a chair, I need that, I'm going to be using barbed wire, and I'm going to use, I don't know, a table. I need those things. Can I have them? And then they'll then go and ask all of the other road agents, and they'll go, is anybody using a table, a chair, X, Y, Z? Mm-hmm. And then if they are, then they need to change the way they're being used in both matches if they're both going to use them. So
this was the 10th one. This was going to be the payoff, right?
Yeah. So really, this should have took precedence over that in a way.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? You would think that damn Roman,
the road agent should have gone. Actually, Roman.
Hulk Hogan,
actually,
mother
Roman.
flipper. How dare he? So there you go. Interesting stuff. It's well worth a listen. I thoroughly recommend it. The next Broken Skull Sessions guest has been revealed. This is going to be excellent. He's one of the best talkers ever. One of the coolest wrestlers ever.
It's just one of the best shooters.
Yeah, he does. He's hopefully he's got himself a plate of ravioli ready for the occasion. Kevin Nash has been announced as being the next guest, along with Austin, obviously. They're going to be talking about everything from Big Daddy Cool and the Click to the NWO and the Monday Night War, and they're also promising some never before heard road stories. I can't wait. I love Nash. I love listening to him talk. I think he's one of the most intelligent wrestlers going as well.
That's it. You can sit down and just literally with a wine and listen to Kevin Nash talk for 4 hours, and he will entertain you the entire time. There's no way he can't. He's just a master at kind of telling the story, getting there, and all the timing. He's just great.
Yeah, he's amazing. So really, really looking forward to that. Stay tuned for that. Tony Nese's first post-WWE appearance has been announced. It's
You're not going to stand up and count your abs with me, Adam?
Yeah, I've got one. It's massive. I read
on Twitter the other day. Doughboying myself there, whatever it's called.
Yeah, if I push it all together, I can get 2 or 3 out of them. They're just long ones. He's going to be doing a convention in Iselin, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Have a go at me in the comments. I don't know how to pronounce it.
I'm going to get thrown at Iselin. There you go. There's Iselin, 3 ways. Three ways.
That's it. He's in New Jersey, right? So that's his first one. Apparently, he's not short of offers. I read on Twitter, and I can't remember who posted this. I think it was one of the What Culture lads, anyway. Whoever it was, he apparently pitched a gimmick where he was going to make his entrance, point at his abs, and fireworks were going to go off at each point. He's got 8 of the bastards, so he's going to.
That would have been money. That would have been straight money. He was a heel
really
at the time as well. I think that would have been perfect to make everybody wait as it's going boom.
He's
boom,
got crack, hasn't he?
Boom. It'd be great.
I like the guy a lot. We'll see where he ends up. But I think he's going to do pretty well for himself. He's a hell of a wrestler. As well.
Yeah, he's going to go somewhere and make a big deal of himself.
For sure. Moving on. It's our final story of the day. You can tell I'm hungover here. It's an update on Zelina Vega's status. Obviously, as you'll have seen, she reappeared in WWE on last night's SmackDown. She's going to be in the upcoming Women's Money in the Bank ladder match in just a few weeks. What's the deal?
So, Fightful Select were reporting a little bit before she actually returned, I believe, before she came back last night. But they were reporting that apparently the plan for her to return has been in action for about 3 weeks. She's been on internal documents and everything, and it's all been moving toward this point for 3 weeks. And she's been listed since June on internal documents as a heel on the SmackDown roster, so it looks like she'll be staying on SmackDown, unless they're gonna, in the draft immediately send her off somewhere else. But then why bring her back on SmackDown if you were gonna move her to Raw? So
yeah, that makes sense.
I think she works very well as a heel, and as I was saying last night, while a little bit kind of not rusty, just a little bit weirdly paced, and I guess that is the writing more than anything.
It was a weird return.
Yeah, she works good as a heel, and hopefully they can kind of iron all that out and get her something good.
For sure. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how she does moving forward. That is it for today. Once again, enjoy this evening if you are watching the football. American fans, soccer, but sorry, but it is coming home once again. So yeah, take care of yourselves. All the best. And you're off next week. We got bloody. There's nobody in next week. Jack, Ross, and you all off. So you're going to be seeing a lot of myself, a lot of Andrew, and a lot of Tom Campbell next week. So yeah, all the best. Have a good weekend. It's coming home, etc., etc. See ya.